Good afternoon, everyone. Today is November 8th, 2021, and this will be my video lecture in CVN. Now, this is the day where we start again after your midterm examination last Saturday. No? So, what I required from you to submit was this book, no? Mastering English Grammar Plus One. No, but there were people who also submitted this, no? Actually, this one, we will take this up during the second semester, no? This is the grammar part or the grammar portion of CVV, Chameleon Values and Virtues. So, you need not submit this one. I am calling the attention of Miss Mercado and Mr. Gutierrez. This book will have to be taken up during the second semester. No, it's under CVV. Now, in as much as we were able to finish already the grammar portion, the grammar part of CVN as well as NSTP1, there will only be one lecture for today, and the lecture will be only on this book, no? Your textbook on CVN. So it will be a shorter discussion this time because there will be no more discussion on the grammar rules. Okay, do I make myself clear this time? Okay, so we continue with our discussion of CVN. No, actually, you already know about our vision, mission statements. No, and by way of a review, what did we say again about vision statement? About the vision statement, where where the institution, if you are framing the vision statement, you have to consider where the institution would like to go. No, would like to go in the long run. No, perhaps the leading educational institution or whatever. No, in short, this long run may be between 5 to 10 years. No, so you frame your vision statement in such a manner that you describe where your institution would like to go for a longer term, say 5 to 10 years. No, for your mission statement, in your mission statement, what do you put? Well, the reason of the existence, no? Reason of existence of the institution. Now, if you ask me, is the vision statement or the mission statement changeable? Of course, you can change it. No? You can change it, but do not change it every year. No, that will not be good for the institution. In that case, that might be very, what's this? It's very temporary when you coin your vision statement. So you may want to change the vision and mission statement perhaps after 5 to 10 years, because anyhow your vision statement will still capture, no, what your institution would like to go for a period of 5 to 10 years. Now, this is just a review, but this is not our topic for today. Our topic for today has something to do with the school emblem. No, the emblem. What do you understand by the word emblem? Well, it's the emblem or an insignia or the logo, for instance. No, this is what we are going to take up for today. No, so the emblem, if you will notice, no, it's like an oblong, and then at the center there is the cross. This is the main figure or main. It's the main form that you could see in the logo. Now, if you will notice, the cross would symbolize many things, no? But from the perspective of the chameleon, it means something, no? It encapsulates, no? The word is encapsulates the three chameleon graces. What are the three chameleon graces again that you have learned? Well, the grace to know, the grace to love, and the grace to serve. So every chameleon has these three chameleon graces that we call. What is a charism again? When we talk about charism, it's a special gift, no? Now the cross, we go back to this cross. This is the main figure in the school emblem or in the chameleon order, the order of the ministers of the infirm. No, MI, no? That's why our priests would stand for MI, which means ministers of the infirm or ministers of the sick. Now, what does the cross symbolize here? No, so it symbolizes this, no, the three chameleon graces that you have. Let us first take this, no, the knowledge in the cross. Knowledge, no, we have the cross there. So when you talk of the cross, and the first charism is the grace to know or knowledge. How do we interpret this now? No? When we talk of knowledge here, for the chameleon cross that we call, well, when we talk of knowledge or the charism to know, of course, when we talk of knowledge, we talk of two things, no? Knowledge to know God and knowledge to your fellow men or environment no? So here, when we talk of knowledge, the first thing that we should know is to know God first. And where does that symbolize? It's this one, this axis, the axis that points above will be knowledge, knowing God first. Get that? So this axis, no, will symbolize, no, that one that goes up will symbolize knowledge or knowing God first before knowing, and this axis will symbolize knowing your fellow men or your environment. You understand? So this means that I don't know what is the x-axis. Perhaps this is the x-axis or this one is the y-axis. So this one, if you will notice, the most important in one's life first is to know God. Of course, through Jesus Christ, no? And of course, after knowing God, you have to know also about what is happening around. What is happening in your environment, what is happening to your fellow men. So, you see how important the symbol of the cross is? There is a meaning for every chameleon of knowing also the emblem or the logo that we have. Okay, we go to the second one, which is, what's the second grace again, or the second charism? The second grace is love. Right? To know, to love, and to serve. No, love. And where do we interpret love in this cross? No, do you know where? Well, of course, when you see a cross, di ba? Who sacrificed for us? No? Out of love. Well, Jesus Christ, He offered His life for the love of fellow men, for the love of all of us. No? So in short, the love that we talk here, because Jesus Christ sacrificed His life for all of us, of course, this access again would refer to love to God first and foremost. We raise up high, look up high to express our love for Jesus Christ, to express our love to the Heavenly Father through Jesus Christ. And this access again will refer to the love to one's fellow man. No? One's fellow man. Remember that the Bible is replete with so many verses that talks about love. No, but of course, the love that we are talking about should be this first, and your fellow man or your neighbor second. Okay, clear? And the third component of the chameleon charism is what we call, what's the third? Service. Well, how do you manifest love? Of course, by serving. No, that's why we have this all-encompassing phrase which we call loving by serving. No, this is the chameleon motto. Loving by serving. So how do you manifest love to your fellow man or love to God? Of course, by serving God first, no? And serving your fellow men second. So it presupposes that the love and the service that we should undertake should be focused first to this one. This access is God and to our fellow men, our neighbor. Okay? So the cross is a very important emblem in the life of every chameleon because it means something. Now, if you will notice, in the logo also, you could see the rays of the sun burning, no? What does that symbolize? Well, the rays of the sun would symbolize, of course, that the flame of all the chameleon races should be kept alive. No, should be kept alive. No? You should always have the burning flame to know God, to love your neighbor, love God and love your neighbor, and to serve God and your neighbor at all times. No, that is what it means by having that rays of the sun at the middle or at the center of the cross. Now, you may ask, why is the chameleon cross colored red? No, why is it that they chose the color red as the symbol of the cross? No? Remember that when we talk of red, it talks about martyrdom. No? It talks about blood. It talks about passion. It talks about dedication. So you see how meaningful the Red Cross is. It talks about martyrdom. It talks about, well, of course, Jesus Christ died on the cross. And of course, there is a manifestation of this. And also passion and dedication. So you keep the fire or the flame of love and service and knowing God burning always because of the rays of the sun. Now, underneath this, you see there the three chameleon graces, which is knowledge, and how do we say this in Latin? Scientia. Scientia. Then we have love, which is amor, which is very common, no? And then, of course, service, which is servitium. Servitude. Okay? So that is the meaning of the emblem of the chameleons. Now, there is one more which is very common in this institution, and we have revered this as a norm. No, it is already a norm in this institution. And what is that? For those who have taken their high school here, you may teach your classmates to know what the chameleon greeting or extending of greetings would that be. Of course, the chameleon greetings would be this way. You put your your right palm to your left chest, dito. And what does that mean? Of course, that means that when you greet somebody like that, you bow your head, you would like to free your heart with heart also. You want to free your heart with heart. No, this is just the acronym. No, heart, you want to free. So when you greet somebody, putting it that way, you put the chameleon way of greetings by Placing your right palm to your left chest, you bow a little, and of course, that would indicate that you want to free your heart with heart. So, what is that heart? What you would like to free? Of course, H would refer to hatred. Okay, see that? E would refer to envy. Diba? A would refer to anger. Okay? R would refer to resentment. Resentment. Okay? And T would refer to timidity of the heart. Timidity of the heart. See that? So let us translate this in our own language. So hatred would be suklam. Diba? Suklam. Envy would be what? Inggit. Diba? So you would like to free your heart with heart. Anger, galit. Resentment would be hinanakit. Hinanakit. Then, of course, timidity of the heart would be manhid. Why do we not like also this manhid? Because we have to care for our fellow men. Caring is a part of being merciful and compassionate to our fellow men. So if you do that, the Chameleon Way greetings, you want to free your heart with heart. And it means that you would like to greet the other person to be, there should be peace be with you. Peace be with you. And God is with me, and so is with you. That is the meaning of the Chameleon Way of greetings. Okay, so you get that? So I won't repeat this anymore. I have already explained to you what's the meaning of that Chameleon Way of extending greetings. So I hope that you do that in one of your encounters, chance encounters. I think that is all for today. There will be no part 2 anymore because the grammar portion of the CVN and then NSTP, we have already done that. No? And that is all for today. Good afternoon, everyone.